Welcome to the channel Maths for Graduates. Today we are going to start a new topic, calculus of variation. So in order to understand what is calculus of variation, let us do a comparative study between calculus of maxima and minima and calculus of variation. So in calculus of maxima and minima, we used to find for what value of x function f of x is maximum or minimum, while in calculus of variation we try to find maximum and minimum value of functional. This word functional is new to you, so let me explain to you this word first. Suppose we have some set. This set contains rectifiable curves. Rectifiable curve means curve whose length can be determined. Okay. Now this set of curve maps to the set of real number. This is set of a real number, and mapping is defined in such a way that every curve maps to its length. Okay. So in domain we have curves. Let me represent it with y, and in codomain we have length of curve L. Okay. So this curve y maps to its length L. Okay. Then this mapping I of y is known as functional. Okay. So functional is basically a function of functions. So now we can define what calculus of variation is. So calculus of variation is a study of variational problems which involves problems of finding maxima and minima of functionals. Okay. Now let us understand this with a very famous problem called Brachistochrone problem. Brachistochrone problem. In this problem, suppose we have 2 points A and B. And there is some curve joining these 2 points A and B. And suppose we have particle at point A. So this is particle at point A, and it is sliding down along this curve under a force of gravity, and finally this particle will reach the point B in some time t, and if you change the nature of this curve, then this time t will change. So the problem is to find a curve along which the time taken is minimum. So let's find that time. Okay. So first form a coordinate axis according to our convenience. Suppose this is x axis and this is y axis. Okay. This point A is at origin, so this is 0 comma 0, and suppose point B is A comma B. Okay. Now suppose a small element PQ of length ds. Okay. And particle is sliding from point P to point Q. Okay. Now suppose time taken by the particle from point P to Q is dt, then dt will be ds over v if v is velocity. Okay. Then total time taken by the particle from point A to B will be capital T will be integration from A to B ds over v. Okay. And you know that this ds is arc length. Okay. So if this distance is dx and this distance is dy, then by Pythagoras theorem ds will be square root of dx square plus dy square. Okay. So writing ds as this equals to integration from A to B square root dx square plus dy square over velocity v, and you know that if particle is falling under gravity, then velocity will be square root 2g y. Okay. Here y is this distance. Okay. Now taking dx square outside this square root, so we have integration square root 1 plus dy over dx whole square and dx over square root 2gy. Okay, as you can see, integration is with respect to x, so lower limit for x will be 0 and higher limit for x will be a. Okay, because particle is sliding along x axis from 0 to a. Okay, now so we have integration 0 to a square root 1 plus, I can write this dy over dx with y prime, so y prime square over square root 2gy dx, and this is time t y. Okay, so this is the functional t of y. So the problem is we have to find y of x such that t of y is minimum. Okay, and after solving this, y of x comes out to be a cycloid. Okay, so this is very famous variational problem. If you have learned something valuable from this video, then sure support by subscribing channel and also press the bell icon. Thank you. Thanks for watching.